Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, agents. I'm Vanity, and I am here with your State of the Game recap and news for the week of 6/15. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at Commendations. As most of you know, this week was E3, and at E3 there was no news about the Division revealed as previously thought. However, this week we got two major fixes for a couple of issues that have been plaguing the Division over the past couple of weeks. The first being a fix for the Midtown music glitch, where you get inside that building and you could go in there and hide and be invisible while you were rogue. And you can now go ahead and go in there, but you will get an out of bounds message that will teleport you back out to the boundaries. A more permanent fix will be put in the game's client-side patch next week. They also fixed the auto revive feature that would still work while another signature skill was on cooldown. Both of these glitches have been fixed, and the fixes should be implemented into the patch that went in today. If you do find that these are still in the game, go ahead and report them to the proper forums. Since I'm doing this more in a newscast setting, let's go ahead and knock out some of the more important stuff first, and that is there is confirmation. Yes, they have confirmed that the console PTS will be happening. It will be happening right alongside the PC PTS. It'll be interesting to see numbers from both of those and see if they actually do make a difference. Yes, they confirmed that console PTS will be live when the PTS is ready, but there's no date for it. This will actually be a good test to see if the PTS, with more than a few people, will actually make a difference in the quality of the game and the product that gets put out on the table when it is released. The most PTS bodies on PC last time, or actually since the inception of the PTS, was around 150 people. In Gearset news, it was announced today that Deadeye and Seeker builds will both be looked into and possibly changed for the 1.7, so they could be tamed or toned down a bit. Right now, I have to agree with the majority of the people out there, and that is the Seeker build is being used way too often. Most of the recent Last Stand games that I've played, 75% of the players in that game are running around with some sort of tactician's build with Seeker Mines as their primary weapon. With the new 1.7 patch releasing, it'll be interesting to see what the new meta emerges once the 1.7 is released. Look for several iterations of changes to hit the PTS when it's released in the coming weeks. With the release of 1.7, it is said that the 1.7 patch will be used to try and re-engage the players and the community with the current content and give players new ways of enjoying the same old content that we've been enjoying most recently. And as with many of the comments down below that I see in the comment section, if you could just go ahead and post how this makes you feel, that would be awesome. I want to know if the current content is what you want more of, and new ways of playing the current content is what Massive believes that you need. I personally just want to know in the comments, for curiosity's sake, if you would rather have new content, new levels, go ahead and put that down there, because I want to see, or at least take a small poll as to whether or not you want different ways to play the current content or you want actual new content. So go ahead and put that down there now. Now, before we get into our main topic of conversation, which is Commendations, let's talk the new Vanity items, because I said, if it is a pink fucking bunny costume, I would quit this shit game entirely. However, it has been revealed that there will not be a pink bunny costume, and that the Vanity items would not be clothing at all, but a patch for your character that would replace the Division patch that's currently on the shoulder. These new Vanity items will be earned by completing Commendations, and the more you do, the more patches you get. Patches will be based on which Commendations you complete, like a Boy Scout merit badge. So maybe in the future update, we can actually get like a Boy Scout sash or a Girl Scout sash, you know, those sashes they wear, and you can put all of your little commendations on it, like, you know, like a commendation sash or something. Maybe, you know, personally, I'm not going to accept any commendations, and I'll tell you why. I will not accept any one of these commendation patches unless there is one person giving it to me who is worth a shit in this game, and that is Mr. 9/11 first responder Roy Benitez, and he better descend on high to grant me the commendations himself. He better hand them to me, because he is the only one worth a shit in order to be handing out commendations. Fei Lao will need to go upstairs, take her cripple ass upstairs with her one good eye, and ask Roy Benitez to bestow upon me a commendation, and maybe one day I'll make Eagle Scout of the Division. Maybe none of this shit would have happened had Roy Benitez recognized Aaron Keener with a patch on his shoulder. Let's just keep going on. let's, now with the rollouts of Commendations, and we have been hearing about Commendations as a secondary feature for a while now to the global events for 1.7. Now, what are Commendations? Well, Commendations are the Division's newest achievements, and you get Commendations for completing tough tasks like not dying or going down during legendary missions, not getting hit by a cleaner card during Dragon's Nest, wasting a ton of time doing nothing in survival, aka watching an art gallery. There's one, maybe there's one for equipping a turtleneck. Yes, you get a commendation for putting on a turtleneck. And everyone's favorite, closing car doors. They should actually make it so that you get a commendation for how many car doors you have closed. That would be great. Shooting out lights. The commendation seems unique and exciting. There are, of course, just, these are just some of the examples that they give out. And they are looking for more ideas for commendations. So head over to the Ubisoft forum and give them your ideas for commendations. There are probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 500 commendations. Personally, for me, I think they need a commendation for killing a certain amount of rogues. Once you put on the patch, you cannot shoot any non-rogue players and you cannot go rogue. This would sort itself out in the DZ right quick, and you would find a ton of people wearing that patch just to go out and kill some rogues. I'd call it the badge of honor. Personally, what are your thoughts on that? Give me comments down the thing, because I think they need a gear set or a patch or something that will prevent you from going rogue no matter how hard you try, and you can't take it off once you go into the DZ. You put it on before you go in the DZ, you don't take it off, and you can't take it off once you get inside, so you can never go rogue. You have to actually go outside and come back in, and if you are in a group and somebody's wearing that patch, your entire group cannot go rogue. So this would end all of the bullshit about going rogue and all of that stuff, and even have a rogue patch. Once you go rogue like 10 times or something like that, give them a commendation. Let them wear it, and they can go in and they put it on their shoulder, and they'll be permanently rogue as soon as they enter in there. That way everybody knows exactly who the assholes are, and you can just go ahead and shoot them all you want. So commendations themselves will be a sense retroactive. So if you did some impressive shit already in the game and you didn't think you're gonna get commendation for it, well, you'll get a commendation for that impressive shit. For story missions that aren't repeatable, those will already be unlocked, of course, since you did the story already. But, some may not be retroactive. There might be something that you have to do during a level that won't be retroactive, forcing you to go back through the content. So there's that. They are also looking at these commendations as ways for players to find new meaning and new purpose for going through the game's original content. Once commendations are live, though, you should get a giant dump right on Failau's desk of commendations. There should just be a big fucking pile of commendations just hanging out once you log in. So some are tied to the achievements that are on Xbox and PS4, and others are tied to the Uplay stuff. So if you are signed up for both, you should have just a shit ton of commendations. Head to the nearest toilet, see if you can wipe your ass with those, and you can go ahead and get those in there. And I'm not kidding. I love the fact that they're going to be rewarding you with a ton of commendations in the game. There's going to be achievements up the wazoo, not just, that stuff. So you can wear, I hope there's one that has an E on it with a penis symbol, because that's what I want. I want that for killing like 20 manhunts. I just want that huge E penis on my shoulder. And that way I would get that for like 20 killing 20 manhunts. That would be like the ultimate badge of honor. Of course, they're not going to put a phallic symbol in the game, but maybe a rocket ship with two like little cloud bursts at the very bottom. That would be cool. So right now, that's what it is. But right now, the rumor is that there's probably around 500 or so currently. So happy hunting, agents, when 1.7 drops. And finally, to go along with the more currency than you can shake a stick at in the Division, they have, once again, devised another leveling tree, because along with currency, the leveling trees in this game are just getting out of hand. So for you, you can go ahead, and because you've already done your 1 through 30 regular leveling, and you're probably level 99 in the DZ, because you've already leveled that, you're probably level 40 in the underground because you love these leveling trees, and then you got your max survival and you got your max last stand leveling trees. There will be one for commendations, so that you can go ahead and have something else that will compete with the amount of currencies that are in the game. So there's 8 different currencies, so why not add in another way to level up? Because I'm sure that no one is tired of grinding out levels. Now, one thing that you won't find on any other State of the Game recap, and that is highly speculative. Your commendation score will directly influence what tier caches you can buy from the souvenir vendor. Yes, you heard it here first. Maybe this conspiracy or maybe just my wild imagination running away with me. Don't have to take it with a grain of salt. Either way, do take that with a grain of salt, as the person I heard it from isn't at Ubisoft anymore, and he's probably not there for leaking crap like this out. Anyways, next week, Keith from Redstorm will be joining the State of the Game, and this weekend will be Extra Rewards event weekend in honor of Father's Day, so all of you dads, go out and play some Division over the weekend. The special is double rewards from named bosses, so if you need that exotic that you don't have, now is a great time to do it. Thank you all for joining me. If you like this video, drop a like and share it with your friends. Subscribe for more awesome Division content. And things are shaping up for 1.7. I know I am excited, but what about you guys? Are you guys excited? Are you guys really excited for 1.7? Hopefully 1.8 will be a crafting patch. That would be dope. Dope as shit. I just say that because there's a new survey out and they talked about crafting in the Division and how terrible, well, they didn't talk about how terrible it is, but I definitely let them know how terrible it is. But, you know, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? I've been seeing a lot of different threads in Reddit and stuff that are talking about the crafting, and I've always been a proponent of the crafting. I think they need to bring it back because right now crafting is just kind of it's off to the side, and the weapons you get are garbage compared to the drops and stuff. So anyways, for all of us here at Gun Brothers and State of the Game Recap, I am Manny Carl, and we'll give you a 1.7 commendation ceremony in the coming weeks. Agent out.